This area in your kitchen is where massive hidden mold problems happen all the time. So we're going to be looking here right under this dishwasher area. Now, when you look at the dishwasher, this is super common. You've got this cover down here, right? And it doesn't allow you to see down there. And it's actually like screwed in. If you look down over here, you can see like how this screw is in here, right? So it's like it's in there and it has to be open and it takes some work. This is something that a real inspection needs to do. It needs to look under here because a dishwasher could be a big water source. So when we pull that thing off and you look under here, here's what we're seeing. So this is your dishwasher, this is the floor in front of it, and then this is this water staining that you're seeing under here, right? And you can see that there's light, there's discoloration, there's different things down there. And you can see this is your main floor and this is your subfloor. So it looks like this dishwasher has leaked at minimum. Maybe there's been a bigger issue that's gone on, right? So this becomes an area that you test, right? This is why we test these areas in this way. And it's a really good thing that we did, because when we come off of this, we see how significant of an issue there is under here. So here are the lab results that are tied to that test. So you can see up here is the dishwasher, the subfloor down below, right? That didn't look like a significant stain. That looked like a little staining, right? That's what these things look like. That's what hidden mold looks like. That's what mold looks like. It looks like water damage. It doesn't always look like obvious black mold when you look at it. We come here, we look at the lab results, and Aspergillus penicillium, which is one of the mold groupings that produce a whole different types, various different mycotoxin types, 120,000 spore count present on that area down within this wood framing or this wood subfloor that's down here. You can see the water staining is migrating to the left under here, and there was a wall to the left of this, if you recall, that's here, right? And so as we're thinking about like, how do you handle this? What needs to be done? This isn't one of those things where you're like, hey, I'm just gonna go clean this thing under here, right? This is why it's so important to get the data at the source level of what's going on, because what's under here is going to come out into your breathing zone constantly. One, through just natural airflow that moves through the house, but the other thing is like you walk in the kitchen all the time, you open the dishwasher door, when the dishwasher runs, it vibrates, you're disturbing all of this all the time, is going to aerosolize. This is a major exposure point. And as we prioritize things, this would be a top tier priority because of where it's placed, location in the house, and the amount of mold that's there, right? But this is not going to get found if someone does an air sample in the middle of the room over here. They wouldn't see this. This is why you have to get into the trenches and do really thorough visual inspection. So if your goal is truly to figure out, where is my exposure? How do I reduce it? The first thing you need to do is figure out where it's coming from. This is an example, a great example of how that happens. This is the kind of stuff we see all the time. And the way that we really work with people to help them pinpoint areas that they need to focus to reduce their exposure and ultimately improve their overall health.